Hi guys, I'm going to give you a quick tour of my allotment in mid-May. It's doing absolutely amazingly here in the southwest in Bournemouth, so it's going to be a bit different if you're in Scotland, for instance. But I'm just so blessed by the abundance this year. Yeah, ya Allah, it's just amazing. So I'll just give you a quick tour. If you've got anything to add, leave a comment for me. It's also great, like I love learning, so if you've got any ideas, tips, or you want to know anything, let me know and we'll have a chat. Alright guys, take care. Speaking of chilies, this is looking absolutely incredible. I sowed these so early, like mid-December, under lights on a sunny windowsill at home. And this is a Warthog MA, another seed from Chili Chump. And they are insanely hot. They make a Scotch bonnet look like kid stuff. But I make a lot of chili jams, chili flakes, chili sauces, and I sell them at Christmas time. Hampers, make a couple of £100 on that. So that's cool, just a little fun project. I've got a few more chilies here. Looking pretty cool. Oh, interesting, these ones are yellower. They're called Jigsaw. I don't know if it's because they're a little bit unhappy. I have fed them, or it's just a variety. But I've actually got some chilies coming up here. I mean, this is just gone mid-May. Pretty crazy, man. More tomatoes because I can't help myself. Got some cucumber plants there, looking really happy. And as you can see, I've interplanted these big tall plants here. Are dwarf, believe it or not, borlotti beans, and they'll look absolutely beautiful once they're growing. Once the bean pods come. More chilies coming here on a Turkish flower. They will grow into really long chilies. Another one here. And I like to put marigolds everywhere because they're companions and they're supposed to draw away pests from the plants. Not really getting any pests in my polytunnel, so all good. Tomatoes, they are looking absolutely amazing. They've got to be about 4 foot and covered in flowers. And there's actually tomatoes coming up. Look at that, incredible. And they're all the same, they're just doing amazingly. I like to grow them up string, so I've attached a wire at the top of the polytunnel, and I just tie it to the base and I just twist it around as they grow, and it just supports them. I leave 2 or 3 main leaders and take out most of the other side shoots, and they are all looking just incredible. If you wonder what this is, I put a net bag over one stem of flowers. I leave a side shoot to grow. And what happens is those seeds will come true. Rather than being pollinated by the flowers on this plant and then coming over to this plant and mixing it up, these will just stay true, so I can keep these as seed. You can do that with, like, you can do it with squashes, you can do it with chilies. It's quite a good idea, not my idea of course. Chili Chump on YouTube actually gave me the idea for that. I planted a grapevine about 3 weeks ago, and actually, so you can see this is the 8th of May, and all the way up here is the 20th of May. So in 12 days it's grown like 30 odd centimeters. Absolutely mental. These are supposed to be nice for either wine making or eating, so pretty excited about that. Beans, I planted beans around these posts which I have holding up the cover of the polytunnel because it sort of dips in a bit and water pools in it. So they've been there about 6 weeks now, going nuts, and I've done the same with all the posts. And somewhat randomly I've actually planted some sweet corn in my polytunnel. I did some glass corn, which is that lovely ornamental variety, and I was going to plant it out with my other sweet corn, but apparently they cross-pollinate according to Charles Dowding, and I didn't want to risk it, so I just shoved them in here. So I've done my potatoes in pots this year. It allows me to get them done early in the polytunnel, and they're looking absolutely amazing. These raspberries have gone absolutely nuts. I planted one plant and all these runners have just come up with an absolute abundance of raspberries. Blessed. These onions are doing really well. I sowed loads and I just pulled some up as spring onions, and I leave the rest to grow on.